It's pitched slightly different where you can hit through the line, and this is a lad who can hit through the line, bowled beautifully already. He's having a good season, called up for England. Looking at around about 170 in the power play, David Willey. Strike Yardy. There's that 60-mile-an-hour skiddy delivery. Slog across the line. There's a deep mid-wicket, so the extra delivery with the wide, costly in the end, ruined a good over. Oh, you don't pitch it up to this lad. You do not pitch it up to Willey.
Well, Jordan struggled with the bat, and that's the worst possible start with the ball. The top tier.
Was absolutely nailed. You can see why in the first over they just bowled 5 deliveries around about middle of the pitch, waist high. Anything that's up is off. So Jordan, what have you got? 1 ball 6 so far. And again, 2 balls 10. Up in the air. And he'll get away with that one. That's 4. So a ball gets through. What a shot that is. Beautiful timing and placement. And white ball cricket tells you need a left armour, Nick. Slower ball could be taken. No. And it goes for 4. Mahela didn't know whether to go for the catch or stop the boundary, did neither. There's that hands again, that bat speed. He really gets those hands through the ball. Oh! That's out the ground.
Oh, this is huge. Picks up length so quickly. He's 40 from 20.
Picks up length. That was length. It was right in the slot. Wow. New balls, please.
Well, what a game he's having. 3 for 27. And now he's 40 from 20. 6 fours, 2 sixes. Livy at the other end, 2 from 8. Partnership 48 from 29.
Sliding the ball on the angle. Sliding it all the way out of the ground there, David Willey.
That's a massive hit from David Willey. I'm not sure about this angle around the wicket again. It's 50 for David Willey, 51 of 27 balls. You might need a new ball after that shot.
He's having a tremendous evening, isn't he? 3 wickets earlier. Key wicket of Luke Wright. And now he's got the steel backs off to a rampaging start. 51. 27 balls. 3 of them have gone over the fence for 6. 6 fours as well. Strike rate of 188. A fantastic evening. Swinging away over the leg side again for another boundary. Shot. Pick up over the leg side, which he goes again as a bit of a top edge, but boundaries are not long here. An enormous blow from Willey.
I wish I could top edge balls like that. That has
Might not have been a top edge.
That is a big top edge. No, it's hit that pretty well. It's got a very big bat swing. All he's thinking is 6. That's gone a long way back in the big stand.
Strong boy. Very, very strong boy. Somehow, well, Yardy's changed the angle now. He's got to do something. He had to change something, but length is the key. He's got to get it full and in the block hole. Short and swings it away over the leg side again. No need to move.
6 more. That's 3 sixes and a 4 on this over. 4 boundaries. He's not quite getting it right. Atta's exactly right. He's got to get it either fuller or shorter than that. It's preferably fuller, I think.
Well, NASA asked the question at the end of the power play. Is he going to try and nudge it around, or will he carry on in this vein? And he's in such a mood at the moment that he has to just keep on striking. And the way Sussex are bowling, they're bowling to his strength.
Unbelievably moved on to 67 from 30 balls. Massive game for both clubs, and he's currently winning it for his.
So 6-4, 6-6. What has Yardy got now as Willey swings him away again over the leg side for another 6? This is a massive over for Willey and for Northants.
Well, this is unbelievable hitting. What do you do now? He's tried to go full. He's tried to go wide. They've changed the field. Doesn't seem to matter to David Willey. That's another massive 6, because that's not a particularly short boundary out there. Just moved across the stumps, went with the angle, pumped it into that stand again.
Well, there's only one thing he can do, and that's try and get it in the block hole. It's not easy, but he has got to get it on the popping crease. Not much margin for error. Full toss. Willey goes, swings it away leg side. It's 6 more. Huge over. 6-4, and then 4 consecutive 6s, and Willey moves on to 79. 34 from the over for David Willey.
I hate to say it, but this is going to be one of those overs that's remembered for all the wrong reasons for Mike Yardy. Don't see 34 off an over very often. Certainly not in as big a game as this. It's breaking a few stats. Fantastic hitting from David Willey. Moved on to 79 from 32 balls. That's seriously clean striking.
That's the 5th ball. And then finally Yardy tried to get it full, and got it too full. It's a waist-high full toss. The bowler's gone.
Realistically needs 3 or 4 in the next couple of overs.
Now, I was going to say it's straight up in the air, but it's straight up in the air and over the boundary again. It's so deceptive when you see Willey. He's so strong. Occasionally you just think he's hit it up in the air. But the strength is incredible.
I really do think that's a mishit. That is a mishit that's gone 75 yards. I'm sure that's hit the bottom of the bat. And it's just kept going. It really looked like it went straight up in the air. And there it goes, straight onto the top of the stand.
So 87 now for David Willey. He'll have his eyes on the quickest 100 in this year's competition now. Leg side and 6 more.
I'm laughing, obviously. I'm hating seeing this, obviously, as a Sussex supporter, but that's fantastic hitting. Talked earlier about New Zealand earlier in the summer bowling short at David Willey. He's bowled short there to Mal Mills, and that's not a slow ball. It's disappeared for 6. This is hitting of the highest. This is world-class hitting.
Where do they go now, these Sussex bowlers? Tried the short ball, which was used to decent effect in the internationals against Willey earlier in the season, but that's disappeared over the ropes. The length ball has gone over the ropes. Mills has got to try and get it in the block hole. Slower ball. Willey waits. Out to Jordan at deep square leg. Oh, that's enormous. And Willey goes to 100 in the most magnificent fashion. There's a smile on his face now to light up the ground. This has been quite wondrous hitting from David Willey. 100 in just 40 balls.
40 balls for 100. What an innings. What hitting. Slow balls, bouncers, yorkers, length balls have all gone for 6.
Quickest 100 in the tournament this year, the 3rd fastest in this competition ever. Joint 8th fastest in the history of 20-over cricket. Quite magnificent hitting on the leg side, principally from Willey. And if he wasn't smiling before, he is now. His mum is as well. She's here in the crowd. We had a brief glimpse of his mum. Saw him chatting away to her before the start of play. And I'm sure she's thoroughly enjoying herself. Oh, gone now, though. Next ball, he's brought up his 100 off 40 balls. The 41st ends up in the hands of George Bailey. But the crowd will rise to David Willey. It's a home crowd and they won't have enjoyed it for the most part. But they'll give him a warm ovation because this has been a quite magnificent display of hitting.
That's one of those innings you can say I was here. Terrible for Sussex. I think I was right about wanting an away quarter-final, but that's an amazing innings from David Willey. 41 balls for 100. He couldn't have scripted the night any better. 3 wickets with a ball and 100 with a bat. Well, if that is man of the match, I don't know who is.
Yeah, I think he sealed that deal. And he gets the congratulations of his teammates. He's done his bit. He leaves the stage with Northants just leading 29 off 54. One of those deliveries, a little bit fuller actually than the ones he's been pumping into the ground regularly.
Well, you had been calling for a few overs. It's the first one really Sussex have got right. That's his mother there. She looks pretty happy with things. I wonder if his dad is in the ground. He might even crack a smile.